good to see you back. First of all,
Thank you.
How are you feeling? As I believe this will be your first game back after testing positive for COVID.
Yeah, no, thank you. Feeling fine, a lot better than I was after the first couple of days. Just got a cough that can't get rid of, but yeah, I'm good, thank you.
It's good to see you back anyway. As for team news, could we see the likes of Lewis Dunk, Enoch Mwepu, Shane Duffy or Adam Lallana return this weekend?
All of those, yes, apart from Enoch. Enoch still needs a bit more time. So him and Jeremy working well together, but a bit too soon for them. Jeremy's a little bit further away. We've had a couple of issues around COVID and illness, so yeah, we'll wait on those over the weekend. But apart from that, we're okay.
How's McAllister and how close is Basuma after returning from AFCON?
Yeah, he's trained today, fine. Alexis is still returning a positive COVID test, so yeah, won't be available.
Obviously no Dan Burn this weekend either after his move to Newcastle. What was your last conversation like with him after 3 brilliant seasons with Brighton?
It was to say thank you, to wish him well, to have a little bit of a joke with him because, you know, like you say, he's done fantastic with us, brilliant. Real part of what we tried to do on and off the pitch, I think, and you know, took on the challenges with the utmost professionalism, utmost effort. We were sort of laughing that Traoré got a move to Barcelona, and he was the one that was a bit of kryptonite to him. So he was thankful for that. I was sort of half joking that he was the one that got him the move there. But no, I just wished him well, and he's just for everybody here, he was just a great guy, and I think it's one of those situations. It's a win-win-win for everybody. Newcastle get a good player, a good character. We get a good fee. The player gets a move to his boyhood club. So it's a nice story.
And just on the game at the weekend, how difficult will this FA Cup tie be against Spurs, especially after their busy transfer window and potentially Son coming back this weekend?
Yeah, I think both of those make it more difficult for us, of course. You know, Son's a fantastic player. I think they've missed him over the last couple of weeks. But I think Antonio Conte's done a wonderful job there. He can really see the work. He can really see the quality of the team. You can see what he brings. So they've got world class front players, and they're organised now in a really, really good way. And tough game there, of course, we know that. But it's the FA Cup, and it's an exciting game as well. We're looking forward to it. So yeah, 8:00 on a Saturday evening should be a good game.
It certainly should be. And just finally from me, what's your relationship like with Antonio Conte?
I've never met him, so I'm looking forward to that. I've just admired his work from afar, essentially, from when he was with the national team to Juventus to Chelsea to back into Italy. So I have huge respect for him. I think he's done a fantastic job, and what he brings to the team, what he brings to football, he's been a top coach.
Thanks, Graham, and see you on Saturday.
Thank you.
Hi, Graham.
Hi, Ian. How are you doing?
I'm all right. How are you? You all fit and well now, apart from the cough, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Excellent.
All good, thank you.
First of all, how good of a chance this year is for a team like Brighton to go and win the cup? I mean, I know they got to the final three years ago now, but I mean, you know, with no relegation worries, with a lot of teams now looking at the top of the table and top 4. What about a team like Brighton going actually winning it this year?
Well, I think it's important for us, a team like Brighton, whatever that means, that you have ambition, that you have dreams. You can hope, of course, and we'll go into the game against Tottenham because that's all you can think about from our perspective. You can't think about anything further than that. And we'll try our best. I mean, in the domestic competitions in this country, you've got some of the best teams in the world competing for them. So it's always challenging to eventually come out and winning. But from our perspective, we just focus on Tottenham. We just focus on that game. It's a great game for us. It's a tough game away from home against one of the big teams. But we have to show our quality, we have to be brave, we have to have a bit of luck, all that stuff, but we'll give it our go.
A team like Brighton meant maybe a team that aren't quite ready to win the league, but certainly aren't going to go down. That's kind of it was a compliment to you.
Thank you.
The way your team had played this year, and the plaudits that they're winning, but also you're winning. Do you think a trophy would be a good way of, in a way, pushing you and the team forward even more in the public's eye?
Well, I think the external plaudits, whatever you say, you have to understand that they can change pretty quickly. It wasn't so long back that we hadn't had a win for a long time, and we were, every question I'm getting is about we haven't won, historic no winning record. So things change in quickly. So you don't really worry about that. Of course, it's obvious if you could win something, everything becomes better. But like I said, the way you do that is you focus on the next match, and Tottenham is a stern test for us. But we're really excited for the game. It's a competition that we want to do well in. Of course, we want to try and win the game against Tottenham, and then we'll see from there.
Is there more pressure on Spurs and Antonio Conte on Saturday than on you?
Well, I have no idea what their situation is. I think we're both in the same position in terms of you both want to win the game. They're both teams that want to compete. Of course, they're at home, so they're the favourites in the game. They're the bigger team, the better team. We have to say that, but that's what the FA Cup is. It's a chance for us to it's a one-off. It's a final. Whoever loses out. So that in itself creates the pressure. We just need to go there and play well, and like I said, have a bit of luck as well, because you need that in a game of football.
Well, the perception is from my living room that you'll be at Brighton for as long as you want to be at Brighton, whereas Antonio Conte needs to win a trophy, otherwise, he's going to get upset, and Spurs fans are going to get upset. That's what I mean by the pressure part.
Well, I don't see it like that. I don't think you should take a football club like this for granted, of course, because I know, like I said, I know how it is. Results go the other way, and you get a different narrative. So I've been in this long enough to know that. But all I can say is from looking at Antonio's work, from the influence that he's had on the team, for how the team is acting now. You can talk all you want about winning and trophies, etc., but they've got a fantastic coach there, and a coach that organises the team really well, and the team acts and behaves in a good way.
Finally, can I ask you about the money spent during the transfer window? It was the second biggest amount spent during a January transfer window. Obviously, Newcastle spent the most, but that was expected. But in the times we're going through, where people, not away from football, are struggling to put their heating on, and inside football clubs are losing money because of the pandemic, was it a good look that much was spent during the transfer window?
I've not thought about it, Ian, to be honest with you. I think it's football sometimes is a bit of a law unto itself, and it's something we have to be mindful of. At the same time, it's a free market. We're free to make decisions as independent, and you've got to make those decisions based on your own factors, your own external things that you've got to deal with. I think I can only comment on us. We try and run it in a sensible way, in a good way, in a responsible way. The signings we make are to hopefully add value. Any decisions we make are for the short, medium, and long term of the club. I know the responsibility as the head coach. You have to be aware of that, aware of the huge honour it is to run football clubs and to be involved in that process. So we try and do things as well. I think we do. But as always, there's always things we can do better.
Cool. Listen, privilege as always.
And you, take care.
Thank you.
Graham, Dennis Undav signed for the club on Monday. I know he's staying on loan at USG. Just tell us a little bit about him and how excited you are, what he might bring in the future to Brighton Hove Albion. Yeah,
he's had a really interesting career. He's had to fight his way to where he's got to now, which I think shows a lot about the character. He's playing in a team that is functioning really well. They're doing really well in Belgium, of course. So I think if you speak to him, he benefits from that team understanding. but he brings qualities that that I think will be used in our group. He's a goal scorer. He also links the game up, and he makes others better around him. So yeah, it would be unfair of me to say that he's the answer and he's the magic formula, the silver bullet, whatever you want to call, that fixes all our problems, whatever they problems are. He's not that at all. He's a guy that wants to come and help the team and wants to play football, and we've got to help him adapt to us, to the Premier League, as we normally do with all our players. But yeah, it's exciting.
And how's Moises Caicedo getting on? He's sort of come back to you. Where's he at in terms of chances of playing and fitness and integrating into the group?
Well, he's had a couple of games with his national team. He's still away with his national team. We won't see him until I think Saturday morning. So he's travelling back from Ecuador. So that's not ideal in terms of being available to play for us. He'll be involved in the squad, but we won't see him on the training ground before then. So he's come back from loan. He's adapting again to us, the Premier League. And now it's a case of being patient, working hard, waiting for an opportunity to play, because we're quite strong. We're ninth in the Premier League. We've got some good players. So he has to fight to play in the team.
When it comes to Tottenham, you talk about Antonio Conte and what he's brought in his career, but what's changed, do you think, about this Tottenham side since he arrived in November?
Well, I think it's just clear how they want to play. And that's not a criticism or anything that happened before. You can just see that Antonio Conte's methodology, how he wants his teams to function, how he wants his team to act. You can see it clearly. Like I said, coaches were often judged, or we're always judged on results and winning things. But you look at Antonio's team now and how they're acting. You can see the work, you can see the quality, you can see he's a top coach. And I've been impressed with what I've seen.
And in terms of the FA Cup, taking on a top side, it's one for the players to relish, isn't it? Really try and enjoy the occasion as well.
I think so, yeah. I think it's a TV game, 8:00 at night. I'm guessing close to a full house. You're not going to get too many better places in the world to play football than that stadium. So yeah, we understand the quality of the opponent and we respect that, but we're excited for the game and we want to go and be ourselves. We want to try and play and we want to get through to the next round. That's the aim.
Brilliant. Thanks, Graham. See you Saturday.
Cheers. See you.
Thanks, Johnny. We've got one more for Sky. I apologise. I said Kate was for Sky. I think she was for PLP. And also, I'll take any hands for dailies for tomorrow's papers.
Hi, Graham.
Hello.
Graham, I just wondering, going back to Dan Burn, what was the thought process behind it, and how does it leave you defensively for the rest of the season?
Well, the thought process is lots of layers. Firstly, the player indicated that it was something that he would like to do and explore. And when he's 29 years old and he's from the area and he's got family there, and etc., as a human being, you have to consider that. And then the finances of the deal, when the player's the age he is, with the contract length that he had left, it felt like good business for the club. So it was a bit of a win-win, as I said earlier, for everybody. I think everybody benefits from it. Difficult decision because of Dan's quality on and off the pitch, and but we've got good players in those areas, different options. So it felt like it was something that we had to do.
On Basuma, did he ever come close to leaving this month? Was it something you ever considered?
No, there's another window's gone by, and I've spent a long time speaking about Yves Basuma, and he's still here. It's on Groundhog Day. No, he's always indicated to me that he's happy here, that he's enjoying his football, and that's the situation. Looking forward to working with him.
Given the opposition, I just want to take you back to the summer and obviously your name coming up for the vacant role at Tottenham. Looking back on that, how do you reflect, and do you see that as, I guess, progress in your career, that you're linked with those types of jobs?
Well, I've said before that you can't control what is written in the newspapers and speculation. You know, it's a bit unfortunate that we live in this world that sometimes it's out there and it's not true, or it isn't what it is. Tottenham Hotspur is a fantastic football club. There's no denying that. But like I said, all along, I'm really happy here. I was 2 years into a long-term contract. Hadn't finished what we wanted to do here. Lots to do here, and so the speculation, you just have to accept that it is what it is, and then I just carry on with my work. It's as simple as that.
You mentioned the words "not true." There, is that what happened, or you know, did it come close? Were there any talks, anything like that?
No, I, like I said, if I have to sort of comment about everything that is out there in the newspapers, you're forever denying stuff. Like I said, I was always happy here, always understood where my position was at the club. Really fortunate to be here. Great support from the chairman, great support from the people around me. Happy with what we were trying to do here. Hadn't completed what we tried to do here at all, so lots to do. And then speculation is speculation.
Graham, thanks very much. Good luck.
No problem.